Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the vlog. I thought that we could start out today's vlog or this week's vlog outside because it is so gorgeous, and I also wanted to show you my white azalea. I know that you saw it last week in the garden tour vlog, but she's just so beautiful. I'm afraid every single day that the blooms are going to fall off, but they haven't yet, thank God. And I just want it to last forever. So it is the morning time. I've got a coffee. I went and got one this morning, and I do actually have another haul for you. I feel kind of guilty. I feel like I've been hauling a lot lately, and none of it has been home related, which, like, it doesn't have to be. I feel like Shane and I have both just sort of taken a break from buying a bunch of home stuff recently because we bought so much and obviously spent so much money starting out our home and everything, that even though there's still a big list of things that we need, we're just kind of like, let's take a little bit of a break. But obviously, I'm not taking a break from shopping because here I am. I'm showing you books, I'm showing you nail polish, and right now I have a Sephora haul because they're currently doing their sale, and I am a Rouge member or whatever, so I do get 20% off. And I will say, every single item in my haul is actually a repurchase. So obviously, as usual, this is not sponsored or affiliated in any way, and I'm not trying to influence you. I just like to share products because I like to know what products other people use as well. And since these are all repurchases, I don't know. I feel like these are my like tried and trues because these are all things that I've repurchased numerous times. So let's talk about what I got from the Sephora sale. And if you shop the Sephora sale, I also would really love to know what you got or some of your favorite products or whatever. Also, by the way, my neighbor is outside doing yard work, and I'm like, why are you not at work right now? So if I start to talk a little bit quieter than usual, that's why. I really don't want him to see me. But anyway, the first product that I'm going to talk about, I'm sure that I've mentioned this before. This is the Polish Choice Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid Broad Spectrum SPF 50. So this is my daily sunscreen. I'm not sure if it's focused or not. I can't quite see. But I use this as a daily sunscreen because it's also a moisturizer, and I don't really use a separate moisturizer. So I really love that. I've used it for years at this point, and it doesn't ever break me out or cause me any issues. And I have pretty sensitive skin, so I'm always really happy with that. Next, also on the topic of skincare, I have this Good Genes from Sunday Riley. It's an all-in-one lactic acid treatment. I get this along with they have like a little duo. It's this with their Luna Sleeping Night Oil. And I've used both of these for, oh my gosh, probably like 8 years now. I honestly don't know if it does anything good for me, but it's just kind of a habit at this point. And I feel like the older I get, the less I want to try more new products, specifically skin products. So whenever I find skincare that I feel like works for me or at least doesn't cause me any issues, I just really like to stick with it. So I really like the Good Genes. I use that probably like twice a week, maybe. I alternate using the Luna Night Oil. I use that every other night, and then it's like every other time that I use the Luna Night Oil, I will also use the Good Genes because it does kind of sting a little bit, and it feels like it's too much if I use it too often. So anyway, there's that. And then let's see, on to, well, these are easy. These are my tried and true. I know that I've talked about these on the vlog before, and if you know me, then you know that I always have this in my hand on my person. I actually got two of them. It's the Sugar. Let me try to put them both the same way to make them look nice and cute. It is the Sugar Lip Treatment in the shade Rose. Oh, Rose. All right. It's my little lippy that I always use. It's my favorite thing ever. I bought two of them because they're on sale and I might as well stock up because I do have one in my bathroom. I have one in my purse. I have one in my office. I have one pretty much with me at all times. It kind of feels like it's a limb on my body. Next, this is actually a newer product that I used, that my hairdresser used on me, and I was immediately in love with it because it smells so freaking good. And it's the Way Anti-Frizz Cream, and it just has the best, like, rosy, clean kind of a scent. I like to put this in before I blow dry my hair as like a heat protectant, and I also like to use it whenever I air dry my hair just because it smells so, so good. I don't really feel like it makes my hair look any certain way, specifically whenever I air dry it. Like, it doesn't give me good curls or anything like that, but it just smells so good. And since I end up putting it in a ponytail anyway, I'm like, who really cares? So I repurchased some of that. I'm not quite out of it yet, but I was like, again, let's go ahead and buy it while it's on sale. And then on the topic of hair, I've got a couple of products from Crown Affair, which is one of my favorite hair care brands. I have the dry shampoo refill. So I don't know why I said refill like that. I got my dry shampoo refill. So here's how it looks. This is just the refill. So you put that in the little case, and it obviously comes with a little brush and everything. But luckily, they made these refills so that way you don't have to buy a whole new set of dry shampoo every single time, because if you buy their dry shampoo, it does come with a little brush and like the container, and it's like I don't need 16 little brushes and containers and stuff. So dry shampoo refill, that's one of my favorite dry shampoos ever. I also got some of the gel, which looks really tall and skinny. The box looks much more, wow, I am talking is hard today. The bottle looks different. What the hell? Hold on. Oh my God. Okay. This got longer. This got much longer. Can you see? My shirt is black, so you can't quite see. I don't have another one to compare it to. What's wrong with my voice today? I don't know. Sorry, y'all. I don't know if this is the same amount that it usually is, but wow. Okay. Very tall and skinny, but this is the finishing gel. Oh my God, I love their gel. Again, this is a product that I like to use for air drying my hair. This makes my hair so freaking shiny, and also it's the perfect gel for like a slick back, or if you have flyaways and you just want to like tame them a little bit, this is the best ever. And if you're also somebody who like wants to, if you don't wash your hair every single day or every other day, you can put this gel in and then you can brush it out, and it truly like looks like you never even had any product in your hair. So it's really nice for that because it doesn't get like crispy or crunchy or anything. It just makes it very, very smooth, and it smells freaking amazing. And speaking of smelling freaking amazing, I finally got a jumbo bottle of Glossier U Dew. I'm not going to take it out of here right now just because I'm only one-handed and I don't feel like it, but I actually just finished my normal sized bottle of Glossier U Dew like 2 days ago, and so I was definitely due for this, you might say, and I've been wanting the giant bottle. Oh my God, my neighbor's right there. I've been wanting the giant bottle. It's 100 milliliters, and so I finally bit the bullet while it was on sale. And this is actually my first perfume that I have bought this year, because last year I was on a perfume no buy, and this year I'm back to buying perfume, honey. I haven't really bought anything fun. I mean, this is fun to me, but this is just like a repurchase. So yeah, that's everything that I got. Like I said, mostly repurchases. And as I said again, please let me know if you all have any favorites, or if you all got anything from the Sephora sale. I would love to know. But today is actually, excuse me, today's Thursday. I don't know if I've said that or not. I'm actually starting this vlog quite a bit later in the week just because there hasn't been a lot going on. Shane left this morning to go out of town for a couple of days for work, and I've got to get some work done today. I thought that I would come out here and do this before I took a shower, just so that way all the crap that's falling, I can go wash it off. But I think that I'm going to go to my parents' house today because my mom is going to be babysitting my nephew. So I'm going to go see my nephew today, which will be really fun. And then I think I'm going to stream tonight. I actually took Tuesday off this week of stream just because I've been feeling really burnt out, and I can't quite decide if I'm going to stream tonight or not. So I'm going to think about that, and I might stream tonight. Otherwise, probably just spend some time with the dogs and some time around the house. And yeah, that's up with me. What up with you? All right, y'all, the water is gardened. No, the garden is watered. The oatmeal is made. I have taken a shower. And that's pretty much all that I've done, okay? I'm going to be honest. I had a lot of plans for the day. This happens to me quite frequently. I'm sure that it does for y'all too. But I have plans for a very, very productive day. And then once I start getting into it, I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to do anything at all anymore. And it's currently 2:10 p.m. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm done for the day. So maybe I can still convince myself to vacuum and mop. Maybe not. Honestly, all that I want to do is play Tomodachi Life. Let me know if y'all are playing. I'm having so much fun with it. But Anyway, let's have a little bit of a reading update. Okay, I'm not going to go super into depth about these just because I will probably film like a reading wrap up video at the end of this year, just like I did last year. So I would love to know if y'all are interested in that or if you liked the one that I posted last year. And if you didn't see it, then feel free to go watch that. But I love talking about books, and obviously it's something that's easy for me to talk about in the vlogs because it's something that I'm normally doing, which is reading. But I don't want to like overwhelm you with too much book content, but also it's who I am, okay? So let's talk about some books that I got. Now, these are books that I recently got. I had a haul in the last video, and I have already read 2 of them. So the first one that I read was Half His Age by Jennette McCurdy. And I was so excited about this one. Oh man, it kind of sucked, okay? I'll be honest. I rated this one, I think I gave it only 2 stars. Like, I would not recommend this. It was not that good. It was very gross. It was very graphic. Like, I knew that it was going to be, but it was just kind of like, ugh. And it didn't make me feel bad in the same way that like My Dark Vanessa made me feel, because this is about a girl who's in high school. She's 17 and she gets into a relationship with one of her teachers. And, there are multiple books out there like that. And one of them that I had mentioned also in the previous vlog was My Dark Vanessa. And that one was just like so tough. It was really, just really, it was really bad. I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, it was a good book, but it was just like, it was really tough to get through. This wasn't really tough to get through. Like, I was thinking about it whenever I wasn't reading it, and I was like, oh my God, I wonder what's going to happen. And like, I wonder where this is going and blah, blah, blah. But as I was reading it, I was just kind of like, okay, like the main character, she's really not likable at all, which is fine. You don't have to have a likable main character. I like it whenever they're not super likable, but she was just like, I mean, she's 17. Like, what do you expect? But I don't know. 2 stars. This sucked. Don't read it. I hate to say that. I hate to say that. Now, I'm glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy, her memoir. Read that. It's freaking amazing. This, man, I'm really bummed out about that one. And then the next one that I read that I just finished last night was Before the Coffee Gets Cold, another one that I just got. And this one was also a little bit disappointing, unfortunately. I think that I just rated this one 3 stars. And like, my ratings are subject to change because I often will rate them whenever I finish them, and then I'll go back and change them a couple times sometimes. Not that it's that important, but like, I don't know, sometimes my feelings change about it. As I was reading this one, I ended up doing a little bit of research about it because I was like, I feel like this was probably originally written in Japanese just because it feels like it was translated from another language. And so that makes it just like a little bit, I don't want to say clunky, but like there are just some parts of it where it's like the cadence of the conversation feels off to like what I know as a conversation, and just it just feels kind of like, what is going on? Like the way that they're talking to each other sometimes is just kind of like, huh? And in my research, I also found out that this was originally written to be a play. And so I feel like it would be such a good play, but reading it as a book, it kind of, I don't know, it just like something, it was kind of a miss for me, but it was really, really cozy. It's about this cafe where you can go and you can travel in time. You can like travel back in time to have a conversation with someone or like meet someone or whatever. And you have as long as it takes until your coffee gets cold. So like, you pick this one specific seat, you have to stay in the seat and talk to the person. And once your coffee gets cold, you're done. You're done. Okay. And I don't know, like some of the stories, I was just kind of like, okay, like it didn't really make me feel anything. One of the stories in particular did make me pretty emotional, and like I really felt for the characters. But it did feel really cozy, like I said, because it is this like low, like back alley. Like you go down these stairs, this cafe, it's like really dark and cozy inside, and there's clocks, and it's really quiet other than like the clocks ticking. And it's like the same people who work there. So it definitely did give me like a cozy feeling of like being a regular at that cafe. And it just like, it did make me feel like warm, fuzzy feelings. So I rated it a little bit higher for that. But the stories themselves, I felt like were sort of repetitive. Some parts of the book itself just felt pretty repetitive to me. And it just, I don't know, it wasn't as like wow as I expected it to be, but it was fine. I don't know that I necessarily would recommend it. Like, I definitely don't feel like, oh, you have to read this. But I think that if you wanted to try just like a cozy type of a read, then like this could be for you. But again, between it being originally written as a play and also translated from another language, that just made some parts of it where I was reading and I was just like, it felt like there were points in the conversation where like they were like jumping to conclusions really quickly, or it was almost like there were sentences that were missing or something, where it was like they were talking about one thing and then like would immediately be, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. If you've read it, then you might know what I'm talking about. And I mean, I don't have honestly a lot of experience with like reading things that have been translated from other languages. So that's probably also on me, because I will say that the more that I read the book, like the last 2 chapters, I definitely felt more comfortable with it and felt like I was understanding what was going on a little bit better. But at the beginning, the first 2 chapters, I was just kind of like, what is going on? Like it just felt like off to me, but it was cute. It was cozy, but I'm just like, what the hell? These are kind of a bummer. And of course I just bought them, which is like, that's on me. Now to be fair, I do have both of these on my Libby. Well, actually this one, Half His Age, it's not even available on Libby, but I had this one on my Libby, and it's like, the hold is like 40 weeks or something. And so I was like, I'll just go ahead and get it. But then I've also been looking, and I think I've talked about this before, but like I've always wanted to sign up for a book of the month. It's like a monthly subscription where they send you a book each month. And it's like $17.99 for one book, which realistically a brand new book is usually like $25 to, I don't know, $40 usually. The ones that I tend to get are about $30. So I'm like, well, that would be cheaper than buying a new book each month. And then you can add books onto your box, and it's only like $10 per book that you add on. So, and like your credits can roll over and stuff. And that's why I'd like to thank the sponsor. No, I'm kidding. Are y'all over that bit yet? Anyway, I always want to sign up for book of the month because like I love getting new books and I love physically having books. But then I'm also like, okay, I have a huge TBR of physical books that I need to read. I have like 1,000 holds on Libby. Not really. You can only have like 10 or 15 or whatever it is. I have books on my Kindle. I have books from Kindle Unlimited. And so there is part of me that's like, okay, that's silly. Stop. Don't buy new books. You have books to read. Like maybe get through your physical TBR and then you could sign up for book of the month, But I'm also like, yeah, but then if I go to a bookstore and I want to buy a new book, like if I had a monthly subscription where I was automatically getting a book, then I wouldn't feel like I needed to buy a new book. And of course I don't need anything. I have Libby. I have 2 library cards in separate cities. Like I have access to books, but I started another book a couple nights ago that was available on Libby, thank God. And it's Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I didn't even know what that one was about. I didn't read the synopsis at all. I just have like seen a lot of praise for it over the years. I don't know how long it's been out, but I've seen a lot of praise for it. And so I was like, okay, that seems good. And I read Daisy Jones and the Six last year and like thought it was okay. I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo years ago and I loved that one. But I was delighted whenever I started reading it and found out that it was like about space and about people who work at NASA. And I'm not super far into it yet, but it seems like it's going to be a little bit gay, which like maybe I'm reading things wrong, but I don't know. So I'm excited. It just like, it gripped me right from the beginning. I was like, oh, this is going to be good. I can tell it's going to be really, really good. And I'm not on, what's it? Goodreads? Goodreads? Is that what it is? I'm not on Goodreads. I think that's what it is. The like rating. I'm on Storygraph and it has like 4.5 stars on Storygraph. So seems promising, but I try not to look at reviews before I read anything because I don't want any like preconceived notions. But yeah, I started that a couple nights ago. I'm really enjoying it. I might read it a little bit today, but it's been like my nighttime read. So let me know what y'all have been reading. Okay. If you're a reader or if you read these books and what your thoughts were about them. I hate that they were a disappointment, but I gotta go. I'm getting a phone call. Okay, y'all, today's the big day. We're getting our bed. The window for the delivery just opened up. It's going to be 2:30 to 6:30. And so we're going to go ahead and move our bed. I think we're just going to take the mattress and the box spring and like put them back there in the closet area just cuz like I don't know where else to put them. And I also don't really want to leave them in here while the guys are delivering the bed and like have them touching it and stuff. So we're going to move those. Today is Wednesday. I have on a gorgeous outfit as usual. I've just been hanging out at home today. And Shane's walking in now, so he's going to hear me. I did end up moving Shane's nightstand just a little bit further. I'm not really sure if the bed is going to fit between the nightstands currently. I feel like it will. I don't really know how much larger than like the actual mattresses it is, but I guess we'll see. But I'm really excited because it's going to look so freaking cute in here. Sorry, I keep bending over like this. But yeah, we're going to get it moved, and then, I don't know, hopefully they come sooner than later. Okay, well that was a lot easier than planned because Shane's just doing it, so. All right. Okay, I don't feel like grabbing my camera right now, and oh my God, Birdie, not on camera, Jesus. Okay, I don't feel like grabbing my camera, and the bed's not on it, but the mattress isn't on it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's gorgeous, y'all. It's freaking huge. I don't think we realized how huge it was gonna be, but it looks great. We love the big feet. It's got big round feet, which are so cute, and they look really good with the rest of the furniture as well. So I'll probably get a good clip of it tomorrow with the bed made and everything, because I would say whenever we put the mattress on tonight, we're probably not gonna make it, but we love it. Hi y'all, I'm editing currently. Please do not judge my Valaris or Valaris t-shirt, okay? For ACOTAR fans, you're gonna know the reference. I'm not really an ACOTAR fan, okay? No hate to the ACOTAR fans out there. If you don't know what ACOTAR is, A Court of Thorns and Roses, that series. I only read like the first 3, and then I was like, I actually can't do this anymore, but I got the shirt off of Etsy because it's really cute and like looks like a watercolor, but I'm just letting you know, okay, I'm not a huge fan. So I'm currently editing the vlog, and I had a lot more footage than is actually included. I don't really know why I'm telling you that per se, but I recorded a lot, and a lot of it is just not, I don't want to say it's not good because it doesn't have to be good, it's just a vlog, but like my energy has been very off this week. I'm not feeling well this week. I feel like every other vlog that I come on, I'm like, oh, I don't feel good, but like that's just part of my life, unfortunately. I've been having a lot of really, really bad back pain. I'm having a lot of really, really bad neck and shoulder pain. I had a sty this week in my eye. And so every time that I've sat down to vlog in the past, this week for most of it, I'm just not there. You know, the energy's off. And also, this is something that I was talking about with my therapist this week, and I'm not going to get too into depth about it right now just because I'm trying to like end the vlog here. But I was also talking about it in therapy where I was like, I just feel really off. And she was talking to me about adjustment and how like I'm probably still adjusting to the move, and I'm like, yeah, I guess so, you know. And then the more I think about it, I'm like, okay, we've lived in this house for a month, like just barely a month, so I think that I'm still getting used to things, and like I feel happy. I don't feel like anything is wrong. I feel satisfied with the house. I love the house, obviously, and like I really feel like we're getting settled, but I still just feel kind of off, like something doesn't feel right within me, like inside of me. It's not like there's something wrong with the house, it's like with me something is off. And so yeah, we were talking about that a little bit, which like I said, maybe we can get into a little bit more in the next vlog because she told me some interesting stuff which I didn't know. But yeah, so my energy has just been kind of off this week, so like the stuff that I'm trying to edit for the vlog, I'm like, yikes. So I'm just gonna include the stuff where I feel like I'm actually acting normal. I'm sorry, by the way, that I didn't post a video last week. I mean, technically I posted a couple of shorts or a short, but I just didn't have, I've been off, okay? I haven't had a lot of energy to be vlogging. I've been really burnt out. I've been feeling stressed. I've been physically not feeling well. So I know that y'all understand, but nonetheless, I hope that y'all liked this one, and I'm really hoping to like vlog this upcoming week because we're getting our closets done this upcoming week, which is going to be great. So I'm really excited to show you the before and after of that. And I think that's like the last major thing that's happening with the house, which hella freaking Luya for that. So yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you soon.